got me. Who's got me? Who's got me? Who's got me? Who's got me? Maybe it's these laws got me. Maybe it's my dog got me. Maybe it's these bros got me. Maybe it's this man that got me. Maybe it's my clan that got me. Maybe it's my fam that got me. My plans, my plans. The Matrix, Matrix. The Matrix.
When I wake up in the morning,
Oh God!
I wake up in the morning, putting my weed in my Bible papers. Lord, I can see them later. Middle finger up, always screaming, fuck a hater. Showing on them suckers like an hour later. No hip-hop, this ain't rock and roll. This is real music, pop like your soul. Jimi Hendrix, James Brown, Godfather, come on, Machiavelli, Christopher Wallace, Huey Newton, Huey P, you know who I be, What is the Matrix? What is the Matrix? What is the Matrix? What is the
Close that door.
What is the Matrix? What is the Matrix? What is the Matrix?
Yeah, come in.
What is the Matrix? What is the Matrix? What is the Matrix?
There you go. Yes, you go ready.
Throw me from the top, man.
Yo, 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 yo.
Maybe it's these trees got me. Maybe it's these hoes got me.
All aboard. It is time to hop aboard my spaceship. Because you are now tuned into What is the Matrix? TV.
What?
I'm your host, Jason Elm Street Williams, and we're going to get right into it. We're living in a police state. We are watching YouTube videos left and right, year in and year out, of unarmed citizens of all colors and all creeds getting murdered, unarmed by the police. No one doing anything. America has the most locked up people on the planet.
Yeah, over China.
And this is supposed to be the land of the free.
There's no free. What's free?
Free? Did you watch TV the other day? Merino Valley, there was a murder.
Yes, sir. I saw that.
17-year-old woman got shot.
Yep.
You know, bullshit happening in the IE, and this is InlandEmpireLive.tv, where you can come, right? You know, check this show out every Wednesday night, 10 p.m., and you can come and film your own show at our studios, have your own events at our studios in Corona, California. It's a beautiful thing. And throw up that picture with all the cameras. I have a special guest, brother DJ Ism, in the building.
What's up, doggy? What's up?
Man, chilling, brother. So how do you feel about the current situation of this police state? Or do you even feel it is a police state at all? Do you feel that the cops are justified in the murder of, Aaron Gardner? Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that. No, we've been living in a police state. We've been living in a police state for a long time, and that's what it's all about. They hold you down with power, with coercion or threats of violence. Like, you don't have freedom in this nation not to pay taxes. You're going to pay. You're an asset to the. You're an employee to the United States. They own your ass. That's the real deal. But a lot of people don't want to face it, man. You can't do business here and not pay your taxes.
I agree.
That's not freedom. You can't go somewhere without showing ID, paperwork. Can't go across borders, nothing. You can't travel as a free adult and go do business with anybody anywhere because you have to have reason to be there, some kind of permission to be there. We're free? How are we free?
You're right. So let's get into it, man. We talked about this police state and everything, but I'm going to try to bounce it and connect these dots. That's the goal. What is the Matrix TV is to come up with solutions. We've griped and complained about everything. This is the generation of so-called information, but it seems like things are getting worse. It's my observation. So let's go into number 3. We're talking about the Gaza, the Strip of Gaza, and we're going to talk about Israel and Palestine. But before we get into this, we're going to get into our first commercial break, and we want to first give a shout-out to One West Magazine, and shout-out to OG Suicide, Brother Daryl, a magazine coming up out of the West Coast that features all the hottest artists. But we're going to link hip-hop up to Israel. What do the Jews have to do with the game of hip-hop?
Uh-oh.
You know, and even the Muslim countries. Because we got to understand that all this is really a holy war. This is fighting over the Holy Land.
Oh, it is a fight over what they call it Holy Land. That is what it is. You're right. Which video you showing?
We want to show Brother Aaron Gardner the police situation with the NYPD.
Yeah, that was.
I got it. You ready?
Yes, sir. What is the Matrix TV? Jason Elm Street Williams,
Man,
DJ Ism.
People are gonna be mad.
Two police officers are now on desk duty following the death of a Staten Island man. They put him in what appears to be a chokehold.
Bystanders captured the arrest on video, and Mayor de Blasio postponed his overseas vacation to focus on the incident. CBS 2's Janelle Burrell is in Harlem, where a rally with the victim's family is planned for later today. Janelle?
Diane, the family of Eric Garner described him as a gentle giant, and they were distraught watching him die in that cell phone video. So later here this morning in Harlem, along with Al Sharpton, they will be demanding a full investigation, which the mayor and the police commissioner are promising.
What? Every time you see me, you want to mess with me.
These final moments of Eric Garner's life captured on cell phone video that even Mayor de Blasio is calling troubling.
That terrible tragedy that no family should have to experience.
The 43-year-old married father of 6 trying to walk away from police who had stopped him on the Staten Island sidewalk Thursday for allegedly selling illegal, untaxed cigarettes.
Don't touch me, please.
After telling the officers to leave him alone, they put Garner in a chokehold, pinning him to the ground where Garner, who was asthmatic, is heard telling the cops he's in trouble.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
He then becomes unconscious. Soon after, he is dead. This woman says she saw the entire confrontation unfold.
He didn't deserve it. He really did not deserve to go like that.
Chokeholds are, in fact, prohibited by the New York City Police Department because of the concerns of potential death arising from them.
The case is now the center of a criminal investigation and an internal NYPD probe. Garner does have a record of more than 30 arrests, mostly misdemeanors, for selling those illegal cigarettes. But his wife, too distraught to speak, thinks it's no excuse for the way Garner was treated. Their family left to care for their 6 kids, now without their father.
I'm just numb, you know, just very, very numb about it.
It gives us a little relief that they're going to investigate and do something about this. They're going to investigate, and that's good.
Commissioner Bratton says in the wake of this incident, he may order that all officers be retrained. As for Garner's family, after their appearance here in Harlem this morning, they will head back to Staten Island, where they will rally with community leaders later this afternoon. For now, we are live in Harlem. Janelle Burrell, CBS 2 News.
Janelle, thank you.
You play your hard way for what? Every time you see me, you want to mess with me. I'm tired of it. It stops today.
This guy right here is forcibly trying to lock somebody up for breaking up a fight.
Everybody standing here, they told you I didn't do nothing. I did not sell nothing. Because every time you see me, you want to harass me, you want to stop me, you want to sell a cigarette. I'm minding my business, officer. I'm minding my business. Please just leave me alone. I told you the last time, please just leave me alone. Please, don't touch me. Don't touch me, please.
Hold on.
Don't touch me, please. Do not touch me.
Damn, man.
Put your hands, buddy.
Put your hand behind your back. I can't breathe. 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 I can't breathe.
Once again, police beating up on people. Back up right here.
Back up, then get on that step.
Okay.
Back up.
All he did was break up a fight. And this is what happens for breaking up a fight. This shit is crazy.
Everybody back up, back up.
He can't breathe. Look, now I mean, they gave this man a seizure.
Yo, move out the way. Yo.
It's my brother. We live
You know
here.
what? Back up this way. Everybody now back up. It's now going to become a crime scene. Back it up. Back it up. Come
I'm
on.
going to my house.
No. This way. Let's go.
Can't go in my
In the house or that way?
All right, I go that way.
Pick a choice.
Let me get my
Let's
bike.
go. You had your chance to get your bike, sir. Staying over there. Right now we have seen.
Two police officers are now on desk duty following the death of a Staten Island man. They put him in what appears to be a chokehold.
Bystanders captured the arrest on video, and Mayor de Blasio postponed his overseas vacation to focus on the incident. CBS 2's Janelle Burrell is in Harlem, where
You already know we're going on live. Crazy show, What is the Matrix TV? What did you guys think about that video, man? We need callers. You know, you saw people standing around. You saw the brother with his hands up. What do you think about it, Ism? You guys need to call in. Put the number down on the screen. It is 866-831-5737.
Man,
Can we get that number, please? There it is. So let's go to number. Let's go to number. Let's go to number 3 real quick, man, so we can get into this Israel-Palestinian, Jewish-Islam war. You know, for those people who aren't aware, in America, the Inland Empire, you know, there's an actual real civil war and real war going on throughout the planet. If you notice, there's wars going on in America, in the cities of Chicago, you know, whether they want to call them wars, but there's more people getting killed in Chicago than Iraq. But what I'm saying is all these wars in America and worldwide are funded by groups of people when you do your own research. So when we talk about Israel and the Palestinians, we talk about the Jews and Muslims. We talk about the Middle East, which connects to Africa, which is the strip of Gaza, you know, and which for me is proof. Can I get a picture of number 10, please? And I'm gonna do this. My mic is echoing, but I'm gonna do this so you guys can see what the Gaza Strip and all this is. When we talk about the Holy Land, when we talk about the Bible, the Quran and Torah, these are what they describe some of the central locations. And so we have to talk about Egypt, Jerusalem. We talk about the Red Sea, the Mediterranean Sea, the Jordan River. And when you look at Egypt and you see Israel, that's where the Gaza Strip is. And that's where what you would call the Palestinians, who were there before the so-called Jew. So there's about 2.1 million Palestinians living there, but it's occupied by Jews. It's over 40% unemployment rate for the Palestinians, yet the Jews who took over that land are making super bank. So the people who originally lived on that land, for what we know, what we're taught throughout history, land has been stolen. But let me get on my Muslim brothers for a second too. There's a difference between the Nation of Islam and the so-called Middle Eastern Muslim, because at the end of the day, the so-called Arab and Muslim that you see today in the land of Iraq, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, and Jordan were actually melanated, dark-skinned, melanated people. So the people that you see populating those regions are still foreigners as well. So really they're fighting a religious war. And that's why I always teach you guys on What is the Matrix TV, you know, you got to question these things. You got to question religion. You got to question what you learned in school. Because when you do research for yourself, you might start finding out that everything isn't what it seems. We have a caller. What it do? What it do? Welcome to What is the Matrix TV. Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Peace. What it do? Welcome to What is the Matrix TV. What's your name, caller? How you doing?
Hey, what's up, man? What's going on? This Shampoo from San Bernardino.
Oh, much love, Shampoo. Shouts to San Bernardino, man. How you doing tonight? What can we do for you? Any questions? You enjoying the show?
You know what? I wasn't watching the show. I just wanted to call in because I saw a post on Facebook where it said you guys were going to be discussing Israel, which is a hot topic, of course.
Yes, sir. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. So what's good with it, man? Actually, if you're not watching the show, we were just talking about Israel
right now.
You know, go ahead, Ism. I'll break it down.
Mean, do we have to be on Israel, or we can talk about pretty much anything, right?
You can talk about anything, brother. This was Matrix TV.
Yeah, you talk. Man.
Okay. Well, I'm in San Bernardino, and there's a lot of prostitution in San Bernardino. That's all I want to say about that.
There's a lot of what?
Prostitution, and 95% of the participants are black, unfortunately, and
wait.
Yeah.
In San Bernardino, you mean, or worldwide prostitution?
San Bernardino, California, right now, my neighborhood is overran with.
Why do you feel it is? Why do you think that prostitution is a big thing? Do you think it has to do with reality TV? Pimping the strip culture more than back in the day, because pimping's been around, and hoeing and sexing and all that's been around since ancient times. But as far as pushing it more and more on people, do you feel that reality TV's doing that? I mean, what do you feel?
I think all of that is all connected. I think that does have an influence on the behavior of our women. I think they think it's cool to be hoes now.
I agree
and,
with
like,
you, brother.
There's so many of them, and they're so young, and like it's just like a factory, man. They're, like I'm not even exaggerating. Like you won't see a black woman who's not a prostitute in San Bernardino, and I know that sucks. But
put on picture number 21. I feel you, brother.
I'm sorry.
I feel you. What have you been watching any other new reality TV shows lately? Or have you heard
know what?
about
I
them?
try not to. Are you talking to Shampoo?
Yeah, I'm talking to you, brother Shampoo from San Bernardino, and we appreciate you calling in, brother. Call in more. We appreciate the call. Much love.
It's been a long time coming. I've been wanting to call in for a minute. This is one of the few times I had an opportunity.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
But as far as reality TV, you know what? I am definitely entertained by it. However, I try to consciously not participate in it, because I know that as I'm watching it, I'm actually supporting it with my money and my viewership. You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
I even though it is entertaining, I do actually enjoy watching it when I do. But I consciously say, you know what? You know what I'm saying? I can't fucking put into this shit. Excuse my language. So I know I have not. Just to answer your question and not to go too far into it. No, I haven't been. Although I will say that I like the Love and Hip Hop shows.
I feel you, man. What do you feel about it, Ism?
We like polished shows and stuff. We like stuff that's certain ways that are set up and stuff. And a lot of all the shows, reality shows, are not reality. Everybody.
Well, television in general is based on just pure gossip.
Number 20. Number 20.
Just pure gossip. Even and you see that it's become a format. Like even I can't even really enjoy watching.
It's all bullshit. So basically, when we talk about pimping and hoeing in San Bernardino,
this is
it's
reality.
Because the system was created for that, and now girls and dudes think it's cool, and it's nothing wrong. I can't say it's nothing wrong, but any animal's gonna eat. Any animal's gonna eat things. We're eating chemical foods, and we know it. You know, all of us. You know.
You go out and you eat that stuff with fast food. You know it's not right. It's
Right.
not good for you. It's not.
So we watching rich
Poison.
kids of Beverly Hills.
We eat that shit. I do. I'm guilty.
You know,
I want to stop eating that shit though, because I really want to eat better and get that because you're gonna feel better when you are eating right. Things are gonna open up. Your frequencies are gonna open up. You know, you're gonna feel right when you eat right.
I agree. Shampoo, you gone? Next caller, what's good? Welcome to What is the Matrix TV.
It's still ringing.
Yeah, how's it going, man?
Peace, brother. What's your name and where you from?
That's right.
Solo, Los Angeles, California.
Oh, much love, Big Solo, man. We appreciate the call, man. Much love. What can we do for you? Any questions? Want to fill in on the show?
You too, bro. This is Jason?
Yes, sir.
The
Jason
host of the
L.
show?
Street
Okay,
Williams.
man. Yeah, I just wanted to basically put some input in on what you guys were talking about, and give you much respect and your admiration for putting a real message out there in a world of illusions and deception that's perpetuated from generation to generation. I think a lot of the things that's going on in the world is ridiculous. I've seen a lot of the police brutality videos. And there's really no excuse for them. That Eric Garner situation was just another poor display of pitiful display of public servancy.
They didn't value his life. Did you see that they valued? Did they have any value for his life?
Speaking. I don't know if you're tuning in live or just calling in, but we agree with you, Solo. DJ Ism was saying he agrees with you about the devaluation of life.
Yeah, they didn't care. Did you see that? That's what I'm asking. Did you see that?
Yeah, it's depopulation. It's Agenda 21. And like you said earlier, there's a lot of people standing around that have an opportunity to, basically be an ambassador of people that end up in situations with the public servants that no longer serve the people. For the research I've done, there's not even a guarantee or a validity that they even have an oath to the Constitution, that the courts aren't constitutional courts. Like he said, we're employees of a corporation. And a lot of people don't even know that, and they just blindly, accepted that and go along with it because they find that it's difficult to go against the grain, and they don't want to end up in pressing situations like Eric Gardner and, a lot of people have
Right.
been through with the police, forever, but, more increasingly, these days.
I agree, Brother Solo. And we want you to call in more, man. Our studios are in Corona, California. You're welcome to come in, sit in live at the studio audience. Right. Come and be a special guest. Even if you have ideas for your own TV show, we'll film them here for you, same quality. And if you have better ideas for your show, we'll do them. But this is just an example of what you can do on our show. We got a lot more callers calling in, but call in next week. Will you call in next week, Solo?
Yeah, man, I'll give you a call next week. I've been on this mission for a long time. I told DJ Ism a little bit of it. We have some mutual friends in entertainment. And I just appreciate the fact that, on top of business, we have a set of minds similar to, esoteric and humanitarian topics that we all should be concerned with because we're all one on this planet.
I agree, brother. Much love, and I'll talk to you next week. Spread the word and let everybody know about What is the Matrix TV.
Oh, always, man. I'm always exposing the Matrix.
Peace.
I appreciate it.
One love, man. One love. One love. Can we get a round of applause for Brother Solo from L.A.?
Yeah, give him some applause, man. Stop science.
Can I get a picture of number 23, please? So, man, yeah.
So stop science, man. I just got to say it. He dropped science, dog.
I agree, man. We're about to start talking about some science now. We see all these sinkholes popping over Russia.
Oh, what's up with that?
All over the world.
What?
Yeah, there's sinkholes popping up everywhere. This is one of the ones from Guatemala.
I don't see it all over CNN and all that shit.
No, you got to look it up.
Wow.
I mean, you think people mainstream know about this TV show?
What is this?
Yeah, What is the Matrix TV?
Man, they don't want to know. They worried about this.
Well, we're going to have fun, man. There's possible theories. People say, the government will say, oh, it's water erosion and stuff like that. We need the sinkholes again. It's water erosion and things of that nature. But when we get down to those who research different information, go back to the number 20. When you research sinkholes and things of that nature, people say that different beings come up out of these holes. Different spacecrafts. Like this picture says, what if this planet is a reality TV show for other planets? What if there's high intelligent beings that have knowledge to create life and watch this and see what happens?
Like wrap things together.
Yeah.
their own genes, that kind of shit.
I'm talking about it like Island of Dr. Moreau. Did you ever see that film with Val Kilmer? Yep. Putting all the animal genes together. And so that's what we're about to start getting on. You know, we got to start understanding that when you listen to all these books, the Holy Quran, the Bible, TV, Ancient Aliens, the Matrix movie, Total Recall, they're telling you that we are not alone. They're telling you that we have been visited by extraterrestrial beings. They're telling you that there are other intellectual beings on other planets. And I want you to tell us, what do you feel, DJ Ism, about hip-hop linked to Israel with the Jews? Do you feel that there is a conspiracy to hold down the information? And is it done by, it seems like, religious organizations throughout history? And at the end of the day, I'll end it with this. For me, my basic question is, do you feel that all this bullshit could possibly be to destroy the culture of hip-hop? And when I say the culture of hip-hop, I mean unity. Meaning that no matter what you look like, no matter what color you are, even creed, hip-hop has brought more people together than pretty much anything of this current existence as we have experienced.
You got to really pay attention to what's going on in hip-hop. You really, really got to pay attention. In a recession, through a recession last year, even at that time, KRS-One had said it's a $3 billion industry.
Number 22.
It's a culture and a business, and it was a $3 billion corporation or culture.
I agree. So with brothers like KRS-One, Dame Dash, brothers are speaking out again for those who are still living, who are older than us. They're basically saying that hip-hop, basically black people, created an art form that is now a global multi-billion-dollar industry, and black people are not benefiting from it. No, okay. That's what Solo was asking, basically. Why is San Bernardino so bad? Why is Detroit so bad? Why is cities like Moreno Valley and the IE getting so bad? When we had our own record labels, when hip-hop is making billions of dollars. Do we got another call? Is that a call? I guess the caller got dropped. So, man, you guys call in. The number's 866-831-5737. This is What is the Matrix TV. I'm your host, Jason Elm Street Williams, master of the universe and a true god of music. You know, let's get to it, man. Number 14. Now, we're talking about how basically a lot of things are an illusion. Everything is fake. With this flight things and these airplanes being shot down, what do you think about it? Do you feel that some of this is fake, like that last Malaysia plane that they never found? But you threw up something different. So we're going to go to the, we could talk about the police state or whatever. I said 14. And we are looking for interns and more sponsors because this is a live TV show, and it takes a lot of hard work to pull this off. If you watch a lot of these internet TV shows, they're not doing what we're doing. And if they're close to it, I'm sure they have a bigger budget. And if you would like to invest in the show, go to InlandEmpireLive.tv, check out What is the Matrix, and make a donation. It's legit PayPal, and it's going to get bigger and better. But what I'm saying is that you look at these plane crashes, a lot of people don't see them. We've learned about planes getting shot down, and we don't have the answer. What do we know is fake and real? Is the U.S. propagating this Russian war so they can go to war? You know, we saw that the Russians were fighting each other in the Ukraine in the parliament.
You know, where you get that picture, though? See, you see that? That's the same airplane, right? You showed me the same airplane, and it's got different text on there and everything. What happened there?
Right. So I don't know. Basically, it's like, is some of this staged? Because things can be made in Hollywood, just like the fake moon landing. You know, What if they create these scenes to distract us? What if they create these global events that are basically bullshit to distract us, but from what we really, really should be thinking about? What if we're not supposed to be focused on the Kardashians and people who we don't know from Beverly Hills and stuff like that? And
I ain't attached to none of that. I'm not weak. Real, I'm not attached to that. I don't watch that. So some things you just got to turn off now. I mean, I got other things to do to watch. For real, I do, man. I really got other things to do to watch reality TV because it's not real either.
There we go. There we go. We got brother DJ Ism in the building. What is the Matrix TV? We still got Floyd Mayweather to talk about. We still have hip hop to talk about.
I gotta say, this is reality TV. That's what I gotta say. This is reality TV. This is real. What we doing here, this is reality TV. Independent. We ask you guys to support it. And you can listen to the brother speak, and he tells you, and he gives you stuff to look up and everything, so you can look into it. Why he brings up these topics and stuff, and you guys can call in and just keep it going, man. Keep the dialogue open, and let's do this thing. So what's the Matrix TV, man?
We got another call. What's up, caller? Welcome to What is the Matrix TV? What's your name? Where you're from?
Hello?
Peace and love. Welcome to What is the Matrix TV? What's your name? Where you from?
Man, it's Johnny from Corona.
Oh, much love, Joni, man. We appreciate you calling in. How you doing? You enjoying the show? You got any questions? What's good?
I'm good, man. I'm just enjoying the show. I want to give a shout-out to DJ Ism who put me on.
Yes, sir. Much love to DJ Ism on the Grind TV. So what's good, man?
Yeah. What up, man? I'm chilling. I told you I was going to jump in, so here I am.
All right.
He did. He did say he was going to come call in tonight. He wanted to talk about some
you know what? Before I get into all that other shit, I just want to say, man, it's cool to have something positive come out of Corona because that's where I'm from. And when I was little, we didn't have nothing like this. So it's cool to finally see something positive come out of here.
We doing it for brothers like you. We doing it for the whole IE, all the cities in the IE, and everywhere across the world. You tell your friends they can come on the show. You guys can come and sit down, blaze up, and have all sorts of fun.
Week. I'm going to jump in next week. I'm going all the way in next week.
Yes, sir, man.
Right.
We appreciate that. Can we get an applause for that, man? So ask us anything, man. Go ahead. You got anything to speak on?
But to elaborate on the whole pimping and hoeing situation, if you think about it, take Love and Hip Hop, for example, because I watched that show, too. If you think about it, that Mimi broad just sold the sex tape.
That's right.
You know what I mean? That's pimping in general. They pimped that bitch.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Now they got her selling shower rods and, all kinds of weird shit. You know
Interesting.
what I mean? And,
see, that's
and
a good...
they're over here.
That's...
You know what I mean? And if you actually watch the show, it's to the point where, okay, it wasn't a leaked sex tape. They had that shit planned. They did it for the money.
I agree, brother.
Because
I thought it was obvious.
The broad that runs that show, I don't remember her name. She's pimping all these motherfuckers. They only get like a $1,500 check from doing that bullshit show, but people watch it because it's entertainment. So she's making money off of all of their ghetto problems and that whole sex tape. That shit wasn't a sex tape. If you look at the let's go way back. You look at the Tommy Lee and the Pamela Anderson. That shit is a sex tape.
Right, the Ray J. You're right. That's
exactly,
a good comparison, man. That's crazy that and that's what is the Matrix TV is about, is to open everyone's mind to start talking about this, dog. You just open my mind to say, man, that's very interesting.
And as far as the Israel thing goes, I don't really, like to jump into that too deep, so I'm gonna just leave that alone. But
I feel you. Well, we got one more minute because we're getting another caller. Speak your mind.
Right. And that whole police I feel sorry for that dude. I don't remember his name. That shit's been going on for years. It's just to the point to where people have cell phones and people can expose it more. If you go back to Rodney King, man, they got lucky when they recorded that, but they still got fucked over. So it's pimping everywhere, whether it's police, the government.
We gotta go soon. You're right. Call in next week, brother. Shout outs to Corona. We appreciate
Johnny.
the call, brother.
Good looking out, Johnny.
And come into the studio next week, man. Much love.
Thanks for calling in, dog.
We're gonna go into a video by Cat Williams, and he breaks down a lot of things about the industry. He talks about Dave Chappelle and a lot of the things that happen that we may not know. Well, we're getting another call. Caller, what's good? Welcome to What is the Matrix TV.
Yeah.
Peace and love. Welcome to What is the Matrix TV. What's your name and where you're from?
Oh, man, this is Dependable D from Northern California once again. Just saying, man.
Shout out to Northern California.
Just wanted to make sure you're doing a big fuck off to the NYPD tonight, you know.
That's right.
Yeah, we definitely are, brother. Hopefully, are you able to tune into the show, or did you hear about it and you're just able to call and you heard about it through social networks, or how did you hear about What is the Matrix TV?
Always follow it up on YouTube every time. Always watch that shit so I can always try to take my notes, pay attention, cross-reference, you know, do everything.
So what's your question?
Gotta show love.
Oh, man, we appreciate that, and we hope you can come into the studio and hopefully call in every week and be one of the top callers who people look forward to calling. So any questions? Any questions?
Yeah, I got a big question for you. I got a big question for you. Why the fuck does anybody not remember that the NYPD does this about every week? You know what I mean? Like about once a week, the NYPD's beating someone up, tasing someone to death, beating up a kid, going through schools, searching lockers, putting dogs on people, and then no one remembers it for the next week when it happens.
Yeah. Hey, they even put that in the NY Daily News. You see it in their own news, and people forget it like next week. For real.
Wow. That's DJ.
It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate because it's like a lot goes on. It does hit the news sometimes, and like let's say it happens once a month, but by the time it happens again and it hits the newspaper, the last incident that had occurred, everyone had forgotten about it, and then they don't recognize this as a pattern starting to build up over years and years. It's ridiculous, man. It's a good thing someone's got to say fuck off to the NYPD because you can't say it out there in New York to them faces. They're fucking assholes, man. They'll straight up just try to fucking put you in jail. I'm sorry. I don't mean to cuss.
You gotta go to the
video.
Okay. We appreciate you calling. You're right. You can cuss and you can say whatever you want on this show. This isn't the radio, you know, and this ain't the church, you know. But we'll end it with this because I know we got to put the videos on and more calls. But I agree, D. What I want to say, why does it happen every day? I say that there's technology done, and Pete, you might want to say I'm crazy. Watch the movie Men in Black again. You might think it's crazy, because back in the day they said Star Trek was crazy, but they have satellites and beams that shine down, and when you go to sleep, they erase your memory. The things in the food, the things in the air, the things on TV, the religion, all this is making us forget the truth and the true reality of what's going on. That all of us are being destroyed. Not just a white person, black person, ugly person, the plants are dying, the water's dying. They are killing reality and they're planning a false reality, false food, false air, false way of looking at life. But we're going to go into, D, you stay there, and we want to appreciate the call, D. Call in next week. We're going into a video by Cat Williams. What is the Matrix TV? Jason Elstree Williams.
Yeah. Cat, you are definitely one of the most controversial comedians in the game.
Thank you.
What is like the craziest?
Is he more controversial than Richard Pryor?
For this time, he is. For this era.
Okay, talk to me.
Which
she would know.
Is the most outrageous thing you've heard about yourself, true or false, in media, whatever, that was just like, wow.
Honestly?
Yeah.
Okay, so technically the story doesn't have anything to do with me.
Okay.
Because I've never been the funniest person on the planet at any point. So now, it doesn't matter if people have a different opinion, and it doesn't matter if my fans think differently. They're biased. They should think differently. But now, Dave Chappelle has always been funnier than me. And Chris Rock has always been funnier than me. I've always been aware of who was funnier than me. I've just also been aware of who wasn't. So now I know the real Bernie Mac stories, and I know that the people that made money off Bernie Mac didn't like him. They hated his guts. And that was our king. That was our real king. For all of those of us who was out there doing it for $20 for 45 minutes. On some almost a hoe.
Well, I know what you're saying. I know Bernie Mac. I'm from Chicago.
I'm saying that was our real comedy king.
You gave him his first job.
Not how it went down, not how it ended up, because sometimes the victors rewrite history, but by the same token, God is there for us, and sometimes his best gift to us is getting us out. So right when Bernie had proven his point, and right when Bernie showed everybody who he actually was, and curtain scene. Just like Rick James. Rick James was in obscurity, and then God said, you know what? You can run them bases one more time. And he ran them bases one more time. And that's what it was. I'm saying Heavy D I was with him every day before he went. Yvette Wilson was living in my house when, I'm saying,
Talk to us.
It's a different Hollywood than the Hollywood. And the reason you don't know these stories is there's no one to tell you these stories. Because you can't make me tell them.
That's right. Yeah, but I'm saying it's always like what it said, controversial cat.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Should be.
Where Cat being? Is he better than Jamie? Is he better than Kevin Hart?
No.
Is he better than Dave Chappelle?
Absolutely.
Well, I like that you say that. But your
we
fans
take it
have
another
a
way.
difference of opinion.
We your fans. We think you cold.
Prove my points.
Well, that's why I said your fans have a difference of opinion.
But Dave Chappelle was decapitated in front of us. And until we deal with that, until we deal with the fact that a devout Muslim who doesn't eat bacon was accused of being a crackhead, until we establish the fact that they said that he went to Africa to smoke cocaine when we know they don't have running water and food over there, when they don't have paved roads over there. You saying he flew past Chicago and Miami and LA and New York and Detroit. You saying he went past Cleveland and Fort Pierce, Florida, and he went past Okeechobee and Oakland. You say he went to another country where they're not eating?
Right.
You talking about somebody who has a wife and children, 5 children, and lives on a farm, doesn't live here in Hollywood. You saying you convince people that person was an insane crackhead? Wow. And he hasn't been on movies and TV for 8 years? Is that correct? Wow. Okay, then don't tell me about what you want to tell me about. I just watched you decapitate the king in front of me. And then act like he's supposed to catch up and be a regular comedian like everybody else. But no.
He didn't go for that.
That's not how it went. He was out there with us for 20 years. They called him Pilot Boy because he had 19 pilots in Hollywood, and everybody passed on him and said his show wasn't worth it.
What do you think of
Then when he made $500 million, they said even though his contract said he should get half of it, they said he made too much for the contract to be valid, so we'll offer you 10% of what you made. You mean he made $500 million and they offered him 50? Yes. And he said, what do you think my fans are going to say when they find out you offered me 10% of what I made you? And they said, your fans will believe that you're a crazy crackhead by the time you get home. And my nigga got on the flight in LA, and by the time he got to Ohio, it was so. And 8 years later, he hasn't been in a movie and or television. Is just now trying to do his real comeback at Radio City Music Hall. It bees like that sometimes. So now you can be the fake king or you can be the real king, but Heavy is the head.
Oh yeah, keep that thing going. That's crazy. Can you believe that? So the brother signed to a Hollywood contract, and we know what happens if you don't sell records and your movie starts sucking, and you can't pay back to kill yourself when your family, someone gets sick and you die. Man, call. What it do?
Peace.
Peace, God. Welcome to What is the Matrix TV, man. What's your name and where you're from, brother?
Yo, peace. It's Analyzer. Out the IE.
Peace and love.
San Bernardino, what's going on?
Uh-oh. Westside IE. San Bernardino in the building. What's good?
Oh, I got a little feedback. I'm kind of like hearing myself, but you know, I'm just chilling, you know what I'm saying? Trying to build on what's the Matrix, my boy Elm Street, you know what I'm saying? Shout outs, Murdoch.
Much love, bro. If you're hearing feedback, you might want to turn down your laptop or your computer if it is on, because you're probably hearing yourself. But, man, what's good? Do you have a question for us tonight? How you been? What's going on, man? Let us know what's good.
Yeah, well, I had a question while I was trying to what I was thinking about is I was researching a little bit about the Edward Snowden files, the files that he released.
You got to inform us.
You familiar with Edward? You familiar with the Snowden files?
I'm not familiar with that, brother. Let us know. I might have heard about it, but tell us, Eric Snowden?
Well, Edward Snowden was the spy that kind of leaked a lot of information from the U.S. and then inside of one of his files was some information pertaining to these tall white alien beings who've been supposedly controlling the government and the earlier government since the Nazis. So it's kind of like drawing a storyline about them actually being in the picture.
Yeah, put up the Nazis. Keep talking. We got to keep you on the phone. We want number 25. Put picture 25, brother. Keep talking.
Yeah.
The sinkholes link up with the
so
picture. And what they're saying is that, as we know, when you study the Nazis and Hitler, he went against the Jews, and he went to Egypt, and we know that's what the war is about, too. The Strip of Gaza, because they went inside the pyramids like on Raiders of the Lost Ark, like they told you.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, sir.
They over there, it's a huge cover-up. They over there, and Hitler and them took their top scientists. They top scientists was underground getting information, trading with them aliens.
Let me get in a pause for this, brother, please.
Yeah, and they was giving them that information so they could build them weapons. They didn't know how to put them weapons together. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And that's Jules. They got them information from higher technology from them beings. And supposedly Edward Snowden dropped the bomb. You know, that's why he over getting safe haven in Russia. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't drop the bomb, and in those files was information about them beings who are still controlling the government till this very day.
Wow, brother. We appreciate the call. If you can't be a special guest or come in and chill, we would love for you to call every week. Even if you're not viewing it, take time out to call, man. This was very informative. And this is what is the Matrix TV is. We want everybody to call in, you know, because everybody, brother, I didn't know that. You just informed me. And so I'm going to go check up this brother. Peace and love to Brother Analyzer. I guess we got another call coming in.
Shout out to him. Yeah. They gonna pick up.
What is the Matrix TV?
That's
866-831-5737. What's good with it, brother? You're tuned in What is the Matrix TV? What city you from? How you doing? And what's your name?
What's going on? This is Jason?
Yes, sir. It's Jason Elm Street Williams, live in the flesh.
What's going on, Elm Street? This is your boy D.
P, brother. How you doing, man?
I'm all right, man. I didn't get a chance to see the show tonight, so I'm not really sure what's going on, what the subject is, but this is your boy from junior high school and high school, D. Williams.
Oh, peace, brother. Much love, man. You hit me up on Facebook today. I appreciate you calling in, man. So how's
everything?
So how you been feeling about current society and everything? All the news, everything that you've been watching, the Gaza
everything
Strip.
That's going on, right?
Yeah, we're talking about right now. We're on the. Well, I don't want to put your information out there, but yeah, we've talked about everything from the planes going down to ancient aliens to Israel having to do with hip hop, the Jews, the Muslim conflict. We've talked about Hitler and the Nazis having ancient technology, and, you know, all sorts of things, but. What's been on your mind? You probably see my posts on Facebook. Any questions?
Oh, man, you got a lot going on right now. I was wondering what you guys are thinking about this whole immigration deal and illegals and whatnot. just trying to figure out how anybody in America can have the nerve to stand up and protest and march against illegal immigrants when the people who took this country took it by force. It just seems to me like Malcolm X said, the chicken's coming home to roost.
I agree with that. I agree with that. And I'm at the point
we can
now.
Go all night, brother. We can go all night about any subject.
All right. Well, yeah. I agree with you. So basically, with the immigration, you're correct. It's a shame that what we call Europeans or Anglo-Saxons, when you see them saying "get out the country," legal immigration, when they forget their ancestors were the ones who pillage and rape people, and they still, not all European people of today, but the majority of them, you might say, still perpetuate the white supremacy that their ancestors do. So yes, I agree. You can't stop body from borders, but at the end of the day, we must remember in these days and times that the original people of Mexico are black, so-called modern-day Negroids. So that is our land. We built the pyramids. The Mexicans were made when the Indians were raped by the Spanish. Let's get that straight.
No.
So the Mexicans are new. They weren't here.
Hey, I was just listening. Karis once said that in a lecture. He was talking about the first people that were here before Europeans and the Spaniards and all that stuff came. People were black.
Yes, sir.
And, right. And then what you see, what they put to you today, is what mixed after, because they already started their genocide.
Yes,
look
sir.
at the numbers right now. I know a lot of indigenous.
We need an applause.
People from the Americas, and Native Americans, and so forth. Man, I got some good friends, and you know what? That's a prison to them, man, because they roamed the land. You didn't own land.
Hey, what about let's talk about one of the first brothers that actually came over here and helped them do it all, Esteban the Moor. Coming out of
when he was in California. Yeah, I read about him. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar had came out with a book when we were in junior high, when we went to Arizona. They used to have a bookstore in Riverside called Crown's Bookstore, and my dad had took me to buy the book, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar called it something called Courage, and it talked about all that. It talked about how black people were here before slavery, how even the Spanish, when they came, had basically black people teach them. And let's get this, folks. And let's get this. This is what's so crazy, that when we learn about the Spanish conquistadors and the Europeans coming here, we learned that there were Moors on the ship, or black people on the ship.
Absolutely.
So there were intelligent black
right
people
now.
already.
Why do people want to hide that?
Because they want to destroy reality. We are a family. Go ahead, brother.
Let's talk about one of the premier trendsetters.
8 minutes.
For
we gotta go. You got 10 seconds. Give us your last quotes. We want you to call in next week, brother, or come in the studio, be a special guest, or sit in. Any last thing to say?
Last thing I'm going to say is I don't have a lot of time, but I'll put myself out there. 12 and a half years, United States Air Force, dealing with special operations, security forces, work for the president, the presidential cabinet on down. A lot of information I want to share with the people. I'm going to try to get back out here. Hit me up at D. Williams on Facebook. You know who I am, Jason. Let them know about me, man. I got a lot of
I will.
And I
want to, and you know what? I haven't seen you in so many years, but I'm glad that we're using Facebook not to just post dumb, stupid pictures, but we're doing it to communicate. Yeah. And we love you. Call in next week or come through. We love you, D. Much love.
I want to put one more thing across the.
Much love. So we're gonna start wrapping up the show. Can I get a picture 18, please? Man, you know, we talk about all this bullshit. We talked about so much from, really, we talked about a little about hip-hop, how that has to do with the Jews' entertainment.
No, this is one. They got a spot. They run it. It's theirs right now.
Wall Street.
But, and I'm not, people want to try to make it religious and stuff. That's not who these people are. They just use it as a backdrop to do what they're doing.
Yes, sir.
So you say anything negative about what they're doing, and you instantly, you're a racist.
Right. And so I know most Jews watching this, Jesus doesn't. If you really about what you say, you know I'm speaking love, and you know I'm not lying.
And I don't hate people from anything, from any religion, anything. I'm cool with you as long as you building with me. You hip hop. We hip hop. We don't even think about that. There's different people in hip hop. We're
Right.
beyond that. So,
Right. So, what do you feel about if a brother that you knew, let's say you're married, and you found out he was fucking your wife, and then said it on national TV and said, "Man,
what?"
Well, like Tupac said, "I fucked your bitch. I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker." West Side. Y'all remember that? Shit.
That would
I
make someone
fucked your
react.
bitch, you fat motherfucker.
That make you react. It made anybody
Oh my
react, right?
God.
It made me react. Shit. You just diss me on record like that.
So at first I thought it was entertainment. You know, T.I., when we met, been in his video with J.B. Fox for a quick second. Brother was real cool to me, gave me good advice back in the day. So it's much love, you know. But Brother Floyd Mayweather, I haven't met him. And I, know things are entertainment, but I'm thinking that this might not be entertainment. I'm thinking that this brother might have really said that, and this might get to some crazy shit.
He said that because if you listen to it, because they showed it out there when it came out,
Right.
And then if you look at another one, his mouth is moving, but there's no mic, and it comes out like that.
Now,
he said he
said
I didn't say that. He goes the mic, and they did it, and the media ran with it.
Now, I did hear two versions, and that could be me getting lost. That's why I asked, because I did hear a version where they said, Floyd said, he thinks I fucked his bitch.
Right.
Instead of he's mad because I fucked his bitch.
Yeah.
And you know what? Shout out to Brother Mayweather, because I've always been a fan. But
hey, come on, don't forget the East Coast, West Coast beef. Come on,
Right.
remember that shit? That shit was real, right?
So this could be
that shit was
part
real,
of
right?
the media bullshit.
Motherfuckers hated each other from the East Coast and West Coast, right?
Right.
No, they didn't. Come on, did they? Did we hate? Did we fucking? It was
all made up.
Who hated who, dog? Come on.
It was between Tupac and Biggie. It wasn't the East Coast, West Coast.
And what did they
thing.
say? What did they say about
Before
it?
Tupac was murdered, in the last interview with him and Snoop,
2 minutes.
He said,
dropping.
"This ain't a thing. This ain't a thing between East and West Coast.
Man,
this is between Wutu."
Listen. Yeah.
So yeah, this is
wasn't-
it probably
media
is
made that
bullshit.
shit up. The media made that fucking shit up. East Coast, West Coast beef.
I agree.
And them cats that they try to center it around even said so before they died.
I agree.
Before they were assassinated.
I agree. So put on that number 11. We got one more minute,
Hip hop, they were assassinated.
and we'll end it with 24. So number 11. We got one more minute left, man. I want to thank all the callers this week, my co-host and my brother, DJ Ism.
Thank you.
And we were just saying it. What happened to hip hop that got Pac and Biggie shot? Excuse me. And I believe, I would say I know, it basically has to do with all this. It has to do with the Gaza Strip. It has to do with the war.
You ever read the FBI files they released, the ones that they declassified, let out about Easy and Tupac? Have you read those? Those are online.
Not sure, no, I don't believe so.
Those
brother.
are online, dog. Come on.
Well, let's talk about it next week.
Man,
I saw
I'm
you
telling
post
you.
some on Facebook. So
No,
next week,
have them
we're going
tune
to
in.
talk about it.
Yeah,
we're
have
going to
them
talk
tune in.
about what happened to hip hop that got Tupac and Biggie murdered. Did it have to deal with religion? Did it have to deal with the Black Panthers? Did it have to deal with black people having businesses? Did it have to deal with ending violence and rap about selling dope and gang banging and fucking bitches? Did it have to deal with that? Did it have to deal with building a black family, which other people look at black families and say, I want to be that? Huh? Last picture of the night. We're going to get on it, and it all also has to deal with this. Number 22 or 21. Oh, no, not that one. 24. It has to deal with this. Hip-hop, the greatest artists all get on this. They get on the mothership. 24. That's 26. And we're going to talk about how there are civilizations on Mars. There are civilizations throughout the universe. And they know if hip-hop comes together, that's what we're going to start talking about. We ain't going to be talking about the bullshit you show us on TV. We're going to start talking about the pyramids, all the ancient temples, that are around the world that you said our ancestors were fucking stupid that built. Long before all your religions, long before your Hollywood movies. This is what hip-hop's about. This is what is the Matrix TV about. This is the truth. Don't believe me? Look it up for yourself. I've been to the pyramids and I've seen the facts. It's up to you. It's up to you. I'm Jason Elm Street Williams. We about to come back to so-called planet Earth. A lot of terror going on. Brother DJ Ism.
Hey, if you want to build with us too, man, product placement, advertising, sponsors, you know, come on. We're about to build. Just put some shows together, whatever, man. Hit us up. DJism@gmail.com. Hit me up on Facebook, Twitter, whatever. Let's get it in. Jason.
Let's get it. Peace and love. What is the Matrix TV? Tune in next week.
What is the Matrix?
Easy Aliens, Illuminati, whatever we talking about. Let's go.
Maybe it's this man that got me. Maybe it's my clan that got me. Maybe it's my band that got me. My plans.
I wake up in the morning, putting my feet in my Bible papers. Lord, I can see them laying.